For this exercise, we're going to write a Java program that reads in a set of grades, such as grades on an exam or a quiz, and curves those grades and stores the curved grade back in the string. So here's the beginnings of the Java program for this task. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the data file we're going to be using first. It's nothing fancy. It's simply a name and a grade per line without even a delimiter, or we're using a space as a delimiter here. So let's go back to the Java program. This is all very straightforward stuff, except for maybe string buffer object here. One of the methods we're going to use in our regular expression replacement is going to require a string buffer object. And it's probably a good idea anyway when you're appending strings to use string buffer, since it's more efficient than just using a plain string object. So let's go on to the part of the program where we develop the regular expression and then perform the matching. So the first thing we're going to do is create a pattern object that holds our regular expression. So here we're just trying to match one or more digits that will make up the grade, since it's just name and grade. Next, we're going to create a matcher object that will hold the matches that we find. Lines is the string variable that holds the initial string of names and grades. Now we're going to loop through the matches. Let me start that off. And the first thing we're going to do is pull out a number as a string, convert it to an integer, add 5 to it, and then store it back in an integer object. So matches.group, the group method will pull out an individual match. And then we convert it to integer and then add 5 to it. I didn't need that outside parenthesis there, so I took it out. And then store it back in our integer object curved. The last line is going to take our new number and add it back into the string. Then we're finished with the loop, and we can write out the new string. And we're good to go. So let's save the program, compile it, and then run it. And you'll see that we now have our changes made. Raymond's 92, now he's 97. Cynthia's 83, now she's 88, and so on and so forth. So this is a very simple program to write. You just have to understand how Java works with regular expressions and making changes. And with this program, you can take any string that has a set of numbers and make numeric changes to those numbers. So that we're finished with this exercise, and we wrap up the chapter.